Hello wizards, witches, and everyone in between. My name is Emma, and today I will be doing a very exciting book tag. So today I will be doing the It's a New Year book tag, which was created by Lily and Karis. I will link their channels down below. And this is such a great tag because it really encompasses like a bunch of different like New Year's tags and videos and things like that. Also, please excuse my bookshelves. I still have not organized them. I just threw books up here when we moved. So, okay. Question number 1 is, do you do the Goodreads challenge? And if so, what is your goal for 2020? I do the Goodreads challenge. I can't remember what I made mine originally for this year, but I read 125 books this year. But next year I do know we'll be busier, so I haven't decided. I'm either going to do 50 or 75. I might do 75 because I do read a lot of like graphic novels and things like that I count towards that goal, and that's like a really quick read. You know, like I could read 5 things in one day if they're all graphic novels. So I think I'll do 75. So question number 2 is, what are some other reading goals / challenges you're setting for yourself? There's a couple, but I talk about them a lot more in depth in my like dedicated video towards that. I'll link it down below. But my big like main one is reading all of my physical TBR. I think I have now, after Christmas, I have 76 or 7 books on my physical TBR, and I want them gone. I would love to have it to 0 by this time next year, but I don't know. But I do want to make a big dent in that. That's like my main focus for 2020. Question number 3 is, what is a reading habit you want to leave in 2019 and one you want to carry forward in 2020? So a reading habit that I would like to leave in 2019 is pushing through books that I should have just DNF'd. Like purposely, I don't think I've ever DNF'd anything. I've soft DNF'd a couple things, but that's just kind of because I wasn't in the mood for it. Not that I didn't like it, but there's been some books that I should have just DNF'd, but I have this weird like, what if it ends up being good? Or whatever, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time reading this book I don't care about when I could be reading a book that I really love? So I need to get better about just like saying goodbye. A reading habit that I would like to carry into 2020 is reading with ASMR rooms playing in the background. I love the Howl's Moving Castle ASMR room and all of the Harry Potter ones on that channel. I absolutely love. I love I think it's the library one and the Slytherin Common Room one. It's just so nice to have like ambient background noise. So I'm really glad I discovered that this year. Question number 4 is, do you use any other method of tracking your reading other than Goodreads? I don't. I love watching people's videos of like all their like reading statistics and things like that. But for me, I think logging them in any other way than just going on the Goodreads app and saying that it's been read would be too much for me and feel like homework. I'm just not one of those people that like loves to have, you know, a bunch of information about things like that and, you know, categorize things and color code things and organize things. I'm just not that type of person, so that doesn't, while I would love to kind of know at the end of the year, I guess, some of those like statistics for my reading, it just doesn't seem fun to me to actually like keep up with it. So I just use Goodreads. My Goodreads is always linked in my description. Question 5, did you get any books for the holidays you want to prioritize in the new year? Not specifically. I mean, like I said, I want to read my entire physical TBR, so they're all kind of equally prioritized at the moment. I did receive If Only by Melanie Murphy that I'm super excited for, so I'll probably get to that, you know, in the first couple months, as well as the illustrated Harry Potter books 3 and 4 I technically received for Christmas, just one of them a little bit early. And I want to finish my Harry Potter reread in 2020, so those books are definitely a high priority. Question 6. What will be / was your first read of the new year and how did you decide? So as of right now, it is December 31st. Like, I don't place a big importance, to be honest, on like my first read of the year. So I think it's gonna be The Wicked King, because I didn't have time to reread it this month, and I want to read Queen of Nothing. So I think it's gonna be The Wicked King. Either that or Anna Karenina. I might end up finishing first. That's probably the most likely, because I'm already over halfway through that. Question number 7. Are there any series you want to continue or finish this year? Yes. I am awful with finishing series, and 2020 I do want to be better about that. Specifically, I want to finish the Raven Cycle series by Maggie Stiefvater. I've only read the first book, but I gave it 5 stars, so why haven't I finished the rest of them? I don't know. The Renegade series, I would love to get my hands on like used copies at some point of Arch Enemies and Supernova. As we all know on this channel, I hated Renegades. I enjoyed Arch Enemies, so I'm excited to see like how the whole series wraps up with Supernova. And then my other main one obviously is the Folk of the Air series. Queen of Nothing I got the day it came out, and I kind of wish I hadn't decided to reread the first 2 just because it's taken me longer than I thought it would, but it is good to like have everything fresh in my brain. So those are the main ones that I would like to get to. Question number 8. Whose content are you most excited to watch going into the new year? I mean, everyone I've shouted out in a shoutouts video. In terms of like a bigger booktuber, I really love Haley in Bookland. In terms of like non-booktubers, Jenna Marbles, I'm always super excited for her videos. A lot of them are just, you know, the people that I interact with on a daily basis. I'm just excited to maintain my booktube friendships and support other small creators, and yeah, I'm excited for 2020. Question number 9 is, are there any readathons you're anticipating / want to participate in? I would like to participate in the next like Owls readathon, and I will be participating in the Visco Girls readathon. I decided that very last minute. I will link my TBR video down below. So those are really the only 2 on my radar, but I'm also hosting a read-along, which may or may not, the announcement may or may not be up by the time this video goes up. January has a lot of videos planned, so I'm sorry. But if it is, I'll link that around here as well. Question 10. What 2020 debut novels are you looking forward to? To be honest, I never really know what's coming out. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm just focused on reading what I already own. I love watching people's videos of 2020 releases they're excited for, because that's how I learn, because I'm too lazy to go look them up myself. But there is a book coming out, I believe it's a debut, called Darling Rose Gold by Stephanie Roble. Roble, I think is how you say your name. And that book sounds really good. I'm going to go ahead and read you the plot synopsis really quick. So, for the first 18 years of her life, Rose Gold Watts believed she was seriously ill. She was allergic to everything, used a wheelchair, and practically lived at the hospital. Neighbors did all they could, holding fundraisers and offering shoulders to cry on, but no matter how many doctors, tests, or surgeries, no one could figure out what was wrong with Rose Gold. Turns out her mom, Patty Watts, was just a really good liar. After serving 5 years in prison, Patty gets out with nowhere to go and begs her daughter to take her in. The entire community is shocked when Rose Gold says yes. Patty insists all she wants is to reconcile their differences. She says she's forgiven Rose Gold for turning her in and testifying against her, but Rose Gold knows her mother. Patty Watts always settles a score. Unfortunately for Patty, Rose Gold is no longer her weak little darling, and she's waited such a long time for her mother to come home. That sounds so good. I don't know if there's like a Munchausen's by proxy thing going on, or if her mom was just, you know, purposely faking her daughter's illness, who knows, but I'm really excited for that. Question number 11 is, shout out a smaller creator, your definition of smaller, that you discovered in 2019 that you're excited to see more of in the new year. There are so many people because I started being consistent with this channel in 2019. So basically all of my friends are who I would mention in this. If we comment on each other's videos regularly and talk on Twitter and stuff like that, you know who you are. I love you so much. I am going to link my shout out videos so far that has some people in them, my friends with under 1,000 subscribers, but I have friends with over 1,000 subscribers that you know who you are. I'm not comfortable with like naming names because I know I'm gonna leave people out, but I've met so many amazing friends this year, and it's just crazy to think like a year ago, I had so many less friends. And now it's like I never would have guessed that I would meet all of these people. So that is it for this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun with it. If you are watching this and you want to do this, consider yourself tagged. I don't know when exactly this will be uploaded, so people might have put out, you know, similar types of videos by then, so I don't really want to tag anybody, but you're tagged if you want to do it. Alright, I hope you guys have an amazing 2020, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!